You know what's more terrifying than a science fiction movie? The fact that governments have been trying to build super soldiers since before your grandparents were born. We're not talking about Captain America here. We're talking about real labs, real people, and real experiments that would make your ethics professor's head spin. Imagine you're a military strategist in the Cold War, staring at maps while your coffee goes cold. Your enemy has nukes, spies, and who knows what else. What do? You start wondering if you can make your soldiers faster, stronger, smarter, better than human. So here's the question nobody wants to ask out loud. Can you actually engineer a human being into something more than human? And if you can, should you? Spoiler alert, people have been trying to answer the first question for decades, and they're still arguing about the second one. Let's start with the basics. Your body runs on biology. Muscles contract, neurons fire, hormones flow. Every single one of these systems has limits, and those limits keep you from ripping car doors off or running a 3-minute mile. But what if we could push those limits? The military's been experimenting with this stuff since World War II. Amphetamines kept pilots awake for days. Steroids bulked up soldiers faster than any training regimen could. These weren't sci-fi fantasies, these were pills handed out like candy in barracks around the world. Now, fast forward to today. We've got CRISPR gene editing, neural implants, and exoskeletons that let people lift hundreds of pounds like they're picking up groceries. The technology isn't just theoretical anymore, it's sitting in labs right now, waiting for someone to figure out how to use it. But here's where it gets weird. Creating a super soldier isn't just about making someone stronger. You need faster reflexes, better decision-making under pressure, immunity to fear and fatigue. You're basically trying to turn off the safety mechanisms evolution spent millions of years installing. Think about it like this. Your body gets tired because exhaustion is your brain's way of saying stop before you damage yourself permanently. Pain tells you when something's wrong. Fear keeps you from doing spectacularly stupid things. Remove all that, and what have you got? The answer, according to some researchers, is a human being who can fight longer, harder, and with less hesitation than any normal soldier. The problem is that same human being might not be able to function in regular society once the war's over. Oops. Let's talk about what's actually possible right now. Genetic modification could theoretically enhance muscle growth, improve oxygen efficiency, even boost cognitive function. Scientists have done it in mice-created animals with enhanced strength and endurance. The jump to humans? That's where things get legally and ethically complicated. Some countries have laws against human genetic enhancement. Others have laws that are more like gentle suggestions. And a few places, well, they're probably not telling you what they're working on in their classified military research facilities. Then you've got the pharmaceutical approach. Modafinil keeps you awake without the jitters. Beta blockers calm your nerves before high-pressure situations. Nootropics supposedly boost your brain power. Mix them all together, and you've got a chemical cocktail that might just create an edge or a disaster. But wait, there's more. Neural implants could link a soldier's brain directly to weapon systems, letting them aim with thought alone. Exoskeletons could turn an average recruit into someone who carries equipment that would normally require a small vehicle. These aren't fantasies. DARPA's been funding this research for years. Here's the kicker though. Every enhancement comes with a trade-off. Boost your muscle mass too much, and your heart can't keep up. Wire your brain to process information faster, and you might lose the ability to relax. Make someone fearless, and they might charge into situations where retreat would be the smart call. The real question isn't just, can we do it? It's, what happens when we do? Because history suggests that once you open this particular box, you can't close it again. One country creates enhanced soldiers, and suddenly everyone else is in an arms race, except this time, the arms are literal. Some ethicists argue that enhancement is inevitable, that we should embrace it and just set some ground rules. Others say we're playing God with human biology, and we should stop before we create something we can't control. Both sides have fancy degrees and passionate arguments, and neither one is backing down. Meanwhile, in labs around the world, the research continues. Scientists test new compounds, trial new technologies, and publish papers with very careful language about potential applications. Nobody wants to be the one who admits they're trying to build super soldiers. But everyone knows what's happening. The military, for their part, tends to focus on practical enhancements, night vision contact lenses, vaccines that work faster, training programs that use virtual reality to compress years of experience into months. It's all very measured, very careful, we're just helping our soldiers stay safe. But scratch the surface, and you'll find projects with names like metabolic dominance and inner armor. You'll find research into eliminating the need for sleep, boosting healing rates, and enhancing cognitive performance under stress. This isn't science fiction, this is your tax dollars at work. Here's where it gets really wild. Some researchers think the future isn't about enhancing individual soldiers at all. It's about creating swarms of drones controlled by enhanced human operators, or AI systems that work alongside human troops. Why make a super soldier when you can make a super team? The answer might be that humans still have something machines don't: adaptability, creativity, the ability to make judgment calls in situations no one anticipated. Enhance those human capabilities, and you've got something truly formidable. Probably. Of course, there's another angle nobody likes to discuss. What happens to enhanced soldiers when they come home? Do you reverse the enhancements? Can you? Or do you have a population of modified humans trying to reintegrate into regular society? The legal questions alone are mind-boggling. If someone's been genetically modified or has neural implants, are they still fully human in the eyes of the law? Do they have the same rights? Can they have children? And if so, are those children enhanced too? Then there's the inequality issue. Right now, wealthy countries can afford better equipment and training. Add biological enhancement to the mix, and you've got a whole new dimension of advantage. Poor countries can't compete, and the gap gets wider. Some futurists think we're worrying about nothing, that enhancement will become so widespread and cheap that everyone will have access. Others think we're headed for a world divided between enhanced and unenhanced humans, with all the discrimination and conflict that implies. Fun times ahead. The truth is, we're already living in the early stages of human enhancement. Athletes use altitude training and supplements, students take study drugs, people get cosmetic surgery and LASIK. The line between acceptable enhancement and creating super soldiers is blurrier than anyone wants to admit. So, can human experiments really create a super soldier? The answer is complicated. We can definitely make humans stronger, faster, and more resilient than they naturally would be. We've been doing it for decades. The question is how far we can push it, and what we're willing to risk to find out. Right now, the technology exists to enhance humans in ways that would have seemed impossible 50 years ago. The science is there, the money is there, the military interest is definitely there. What's missing is consensus on where the boundaries should be. And here's the thing, while everyone's debating ethics and regulations, someone somewhere is probably running the next experiment. Because the incentive is too strong, the potential advantage too great, the first country to crack the code on safe, effective human enhancement wins, and nobody wants to be left behind. That's the real story behind super soldiers. It's not about comic book heroes or movie villains. It's about incremental advances, classified research, and the uncomfortable truth that we're already on this path. The question isn't if we'll create enhanced humans, it's when. How far we'll go, and what kind of world we'll live in when we do.